So it was a good result for Bechem United in the end because they have won the game by a goal to nil, and it gives them 3 points to ensure their automatic safety in the league for next season. So they are not going to flirt with relegation as some clubs are doing. Bechem United are safe and sound, and also they avenge that 1-0 defeat they had in the first leg at the Nana Adjumma Badu Park. So both Bechem United and Aduana picked 3 points from the 2 games that they've played. Aduana beat them in the first leg, and Bechem have retaliated with a win as well. So good one for them, and it means that Bechem are safe and sound. My name is Mutala Yakobu, still here with Francis Aboyibo Blackgate and of course Nanedu. I mean, this ensures that Bechem automatically stay in the league for next season. It was a good one for them, but they had to do it the hard way because Aduana in the second half limited them to a few chances.
Yeah, for sure. If you look at the way Aduana clearly came into the game to get at least a draw from the game, so they were not daring enough. Like we analyzed the first half, we said if they are to get something out of this game, then they have to come out of the blocks to play on the front foot. But they never did that in the second half. They were basically trying to manage the game. But the most daring team, which happens to be the home team, Bechem United, basically took the game to them, created enough chances. They were just not clinical enough in front of goal. But at the end of the day, they were able to get that goal to be able to win the game. So I think the better side won on the day. If you're looking at the permutations of what transpired a little over the course of the entire 90 minutes.
Okay, so that is full-time reactions from the Nana Fusuji Abo Park there. Bechem are very excited to have won the game by a goal to nil. Nanedu, it was always coming. Bechem were the side that threatened more even in the first half, and they were rewarded in the second half.
Yeah, I told you in the first half submission that Bechem is likely to score at least 1 goal to get a maximum 3 points to get assurance to play Ghana Premier League next season. So I was not really surprised in the second half. 1 goal into me by they've gotten that needed 3 points, moving them to 47 points on the league log. It means Bechem are safe and sound for next season, even though their last home game will be against a big team like House of Folk in Bechem. But the most important thing, they've secured qualification for next season.
But they'll go into that game without pressure because they know
obviously that is one thing that some of these average teams you need in a season are higher tight say in the Ghana Premier League. So that is good for Bechem. And in the second half, you can see right from the first 45 minutes, the second 45 minutes, they hit the bar even before they scored the goal. So it tells you they were putting a lot of pressure on the Aduana defense. So it's a good win for Bechem United.
Good win for Bechem United, and I'm sure the officials will be super delighted. We'll be hearing from the coaches very shortly. But again, Francis, this, what I just asked Nanedu, this means that Bechem will be going into that final game of the season without pressure on them. And you were the one that talked about the fact that teams would want to put themselves in that position where they know they are not playing for anything much. So there's this less stress-free in their final game.
Yeah, in their final 2 games. Yeah. We have 2 more games.
Okay, final 2 games, sorry.
So basically, if you look at what they are doing, mid-table, that's how we call it, mid-table finishing or mid-table club. And earlier in the season, before we started the season, it was first, second, third. The FA said they are going to give some amount of money to the teams that will finish in the first, second, third position.
Yeah.
Probably that will be their extra motivation going into that game because as of now, they can't win the league and they are safe from relegation. But if you look at what they've done across the entire season, it has not been easy for them because they had a change of a manager that has been with them for about 4 seasons in Kasim Mingle, who has molded the team. Augustine Okra has to leave.
Kobe Mensah came in at a point. He also had to leave.
He had to leave. So, in terms of what happened to them, they didn't have a smooth season, but how they finished speaks a lot. They did well. Stability is the most important thing. They've not won the league, but they've secured their status next season in the league.
Now, I'm sure the fans of Bechem United would understand the situations surrounding the club this season. They have had to go through a topsy-turvy season where the manager who had been at the helm of affairs for a long time, Kasim Mengel, practically Bechem United were playing a brand of football that was unique, and it was down to Kasim Mengel. He had to go for Kobe Mensah to come in at a point, and Kobe also had to leave. So they've gone through about two different managers in one season. So finishing in a decent position would be good for the Bechem United faithful, even though in the last 2 seasons they've been used to finishing in the top 4.
Especially when the coach who went to the different team has been the head coach for more than 3 seasons. So the new person taking over, it will take time for him to, you know, put in philosophy and stuff to get the best out of the team, or to maintain the standard the previous coach set up in the team. So it was always going to be difficult for Bismarck Kobe and the other coaches who took over from Bechem United. That is one. Number 2, before the start of the season, they lost, you know, Avenue. And the previous season, they've already lost Konkoni. After the first one, they've lost Augustine Okra. So it tells you these are key players on a good day. They make difference for Bechem United. And in fact, for the start of the season, they even lost their captain to Hasofo.
Kofi Agbesima.
Agbesima, yes. But the good thing is Kufuor came back to also help and the matters for Bechem United. So they were missing their coach and they missing some key players. So for a new coach to come in and still they are around the 6-7 best team on the league log, it means it's not been a bad team for Bechem United, but they are being motivated by, you know, the bankroller Agama and the people around the Bechem United team, putting a lot of investment in that particular team to get the best and maintain their Premier League status in the country. So I'm happy for them. You know, Bechem has done a good job in the last 5 years in the Ghana Premier League. They've been missing some key players. I remember they used to have Godfrey Desiama and Latif Anabila in their books.
Why is Anabila these days?
He's injured, I think. He's playing for the club.
Yeah.
He's still in the club, but he's injured.
I think he's on a long-term injury.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this way, all key
They
players.
used to have a very solid side.
And they had one midfielder who was close to joining House of Folk. That's short midfielder, Francis Twene.
Francis Twene was on the bench for them today.
It's because, you know, Seth Kojo is the reason why, you know, Francis Twene is struggling to enter into the team. Last season and last 2 seasons, Francis Twene was one of the best DM we had in the game. But, you know,
okay, so this is the goal that Bechem United scored. It was a long cross, I think, into the box where, I mean, that was a good goal from Emmanuel.
Sweet strike.
That one-time left-footed finish left a goalkeeper.
Emudala, it was all Soloku in the stands.
Yeah.
People were jubilating. Look here. It was all Soloku.
It was a perfectly worked team goal from Bechem United.
Brilliant strike. The overload. Switched the ball to the right flank. He spotted the spaces up there. Switched the ball route one onto the cushion, the header onto his feet. You understand? He saw him coming, positioned himself. He just cushioned the ball, and it's also local. Like you can see there, people are enjoying themselves. It's all party this evening in Bechem, and that's what they came for, and they duly got served that. I think they deserve to win on this day based on what they've done over the course of the 90 minutes. Of course,
and you can see that the likes of Samuel Seko all played a part in the build-up to the goal, because it started from the back where a long cross was sent into the half of Aduana. They couldn't deal with that, and the header back was the assist with that left-footed shot from Emmanuel Owusu. I mean, this is a goal that you can watch over and over and over again, and they do.
Yeah, obviously, you know, I like the shot from the player. You know, it's not easy to score without breaking the ball before you shoot. And for players to play it one time and score from that angle, it's always difficult for players to do that. So I think I'm happy about the guy scoring that goal. So
game over. Coach is ready to talk to us. Let's go back to the Bechem Park for the reaction of the two coaches. Good game for both sides. Both coaches are not really excited about the performance of the two teams, but then you can see Yahweh Champon talked about the fact that he saw improvement in the second half. It was unfortunate that they conceded, but for Osewaya, I mean, good win for them.
Especially, it boils down to the chance Obobi missed.
Yeah,
that was what, you know, Yahweh Champon.
That was a good chance.
About. He thinks, things will be different in a game, and I sided with him. They opened a lot of chances in the second half, about 2 or 3. I think it's about 4. In the second half, they should have 3 scored 1. But the most important thing is Bechem United opportunity better or mom. They were able to get that one goal. Almost 3 points. So a brilliant win for Bechem United.
Francis, you heard from both coaches. Osewaya, I mean, delighted that Bechem cemented status in the league for next season. That is the most important thing.
Yeah, that's a routine thing.
Looking at where they've come from.
Looking at where they've come from throughout the entire season, it has not been a smooth ride for them. And you look at our champion. Basically, he played into the hands of Mr. Waya this afternoon, and they managed to exploit. The winning goal of the game is a goal capable of winning any football game at any given day. It's a brilliant goal. The better side won on the day. Now, Bechem United will play away to Nations FC against their former manager Kasim Mengala at Brankese. Then they'll go back home to finish the season against Hearts of Oak.
They will lose all.
It's a tough game.
They will lose all.
It's a tough game.
Okay, so Aduana would also take on Inswateman at home. Then they finish off with Dreams FC. Nanedu.
Well, they will win one and lose one. They will win against Inswateman. And then against Dreams, I don't think they'll survive in the.
I agree with you.
Okay, so let's go through the result that have come so far for match day 32 and look at the upcoming matches as well. So we started yesterday where Hartlepool got a 2-0 victory over Nations FC. Bechem beating Aduana by a goal to nil, and Legon Cities also having a 1-0 victory over Bofuakwa Tano. That is how things ended between the pair. So Bofuakwa are in some serious trouble. Tomorrow, we will be back here to bring you that game from the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex because Asante Kotoko will be taking on Great Olympics, and there's Berekum Chelsea against Royal Tamale United. Dreams would also face Karela with Mediema playing host to Heart of Lions. And Swaterman at the Nana Kromansa Park would also welcome Accra Lions. And league leaders, Samatex will be at the Insetre Park as they also play Baby Gold Stars. A win for Samatex will do them a lot of good. Now let's look at the standings before we check out of the studio. It is Samatex who are leading the pack with 55 points. They play tomorrow against Baby Gold Stars, and Aduana, having failed to get a point today, are still stuck with 49 points in our second. Mediema are third with 49 points. Nations FC are fourth on the table with 48 points, and the club 47. That is where Bechem United lie fifth and Accra Lions lie sixth. And Swaterman are seventh with 45 points. Berekum Chelsea have 44 points, and Legon Cities also have 44 points and are ninth. Kumasi Asante Kotoko have been pushed to the second half of the table as they look to play Great Olympics tomorrow, but currently they are 10th with 43 points. Baby Gold Stars also have 43 points and are 11th on the table. Heart of Folk, they have been pushed to the 12th position on the table with 41 points. Karela are 13th with 40 points. Heart of Lions are lie 15th with 38 points. And Dreams, they lie just a place above the relegation zone at the moment. They are 15th with 38 points, but they have 2 games in hand. Great Olympics are in the relegation zone on 16th with 36 points. But for Kwatano, they are in some kind of danger. They are 17th at the moment with just 33 points. And Royal Tamale United, they occupy the bottom position of the Premier League table. They are 18th with 31 points. So that is how the standings look like. Bofuakwa in trouble. Before trouble, yeah.
It means if Dreams wins tomorrow,
They go up.
and Heart of Lions wins tomorrow, automatically Bofu is relegated.
Automatically, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
because
yeah.
when you look at the point, Heart of Lions is having 38 points.
Yeah.
A win for them will move them to 41.
Yeah.
Dreams 38 points. A win for them will move them to 41. And Bofu 33 points.
Yeah.
Even if they win the last 2 games,
It will not.
it will be 39.
It will not guarantee them
So it
staying
means
in the league.
if Dreams FC wins their game at home tomorrow,
And Heart of Lions win.
and Heart of Lions win against Mediema, automatically
Bofu and
Bofu
Real
is
Tamale
relegated.
are
But as it stands now, out to you, there are 4 games to play.
Yeah.
So it means on automatically out. Make say about 60, 65, 70%.
Should they win all the 4 games, it would be a good
Now,
one for them.
For all the 4 games, maybe they'll move to, when you look at the points, but
they have
then-
31
Dreams
points.
in
Yes.
the
Yeah.
as well.
so they'll move to
See,
43.
Mutala, if you look at the
May not be enough.
If you look at the league table, it will be fascinating tomorrow afternoon kickoff. You look at Mediema, Hearts of Lions, Kotoko against Great Olympics. Kotoko 43 points. Kotoko as it stand, they are not safe. Their last game, I think, is against Aduana?
No,
No.
I think their last game is away from home home.
They'll play
They will
Bofo
travel.
at home.
Yeah, Bofo
They play Bufakwa and Kumasi. They can navigate that. So as it stands now, I
Now,
would say
a lot will depend on what happens tomorrow.
In
As
Heart
I
of
say, it
Lions.
will give us a clear picture going into the last 2 games, what we should
Especially the
expect.
Blue game and Heart of Lions game.
I am telling you, should in case Hearts of Lions beats Mediama in Takwa, Great Olympics win in Kumasi, that game, match week 33 between Hearts of Oak and Great Olympics
Well,
will be the match of the season.
If Heart of Lions wins in Takwa tomorrow, the third team to join Bofo and RTU will be Olympics.
well, let's see what happens. Tomorrow we are back to bring you that game from the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. It is Asante Kotoko who are taking on Great Olympics, and Olympics need that 3-point badly. Let's see what happens. My name is Mutala Yakubu. Thanks to Nanedu and thanks to Francis Aboyibo Blackgate as well for always being here to share their knowledge with us. We are back tomorrow on Star Times Adepa channel 247. Happy birthday to Kurt ESO Kweku again. Enjoy the rest of our program. Still with me.